Hello, my name's James Campbell and I'm Director of Studies at Queen's College, Cambridge in Architecture. I'm an architect and an architectural historian, and if you come to study architecture in Cambridge, I will be teaching you in first year architectural history, and indeed you'll be having supervisions in my rooms in Queen's each week during the first year. But the main job of a Director of Studies is not to supervise the students, but to look after their studies. And I see you at the beginning and end of every term and make sure that all your studies are going well and dealing with any academic problems you might have. And this is one of the beauties of the Cambridge system, that whereas in many universities you might be entirely on your own, in Cambridge you're assigned a Director of Studies that only has to look after 3 or 4 students a year in each college. So why choose Queen's? Well, the honest answer is it really doesn't matter which college you choose in Cambridge in terms of the subject. You get to be supervised by the same series of supervisors whichever college you're in. And what does make a difference, of course, is the location, and Queen's is conveniently close to the architecture department, only a short walk down the road. And it's also close to the university library. And Queen's obviously offers you accommodation for all 3 years, normally on site, so that is also a plus. It's really because of those kind of facilities that you should choose one college over another. So if you like the look of Queen's, you like its gardens, you like its old buildings, you like its new buildings, you like its other facilities, then choose Queen's. In Queen's we also have a generous travel grant for architecture, which means that between first and second year and second and third year we can provide you with some money to help you travel all over the world, particularly important if you haven't had the chance to travel before. So there are good reasons for choosing Queen's. Now many of you will be worrying, what do I have to do to get through the application process? Well, the main thing we're looking for, of course, is enthusiasm. There are plenty of applicants, but comparatively few have read books on architecture and are genuinely really interested in the subject. You need to be numerate, so you need to have some background in maths. Normally in Queen's we like AS, lower sixth form maths ideally, but we don't require necessarily A level. You also need to be able to write essays. Essay writing is very important in the Cambridge course, more so probably than other universities in architecture. But most of all, you need to come with a portfolio of your drawings. These could be drawings you've done at GCSE level or A level, but we ideally like some life drawing. If you can go to life drawing classes, then we can see how you can draw figures. If you can't get to life drawing classes, then some still life will be okay. Bring a mixture of media. Bring photographs of 3D work that you've done, accompanied by the originals if you can, or photographs of big paintings if you can't. Don't necessarily bring in huge objects for interview, that's quite unwieldy. But what we do at interview is we expect you to talk about your portfolio. And the first part of the interview will involve about 10 to 15 minutes of you talking us through your portfolio. So it should be the kind of amount of work which would take you 10 or 15 minutes to talk through. And it could also be, as I say, a range of media. And it's also showing that you have the ability to compose things on a page, drawings or artwork or graphics or whatever. In general, we don't particularly ask for architecture. I mean, obviously, if you're enthusiastic, you might have got work experience in architecture, or you might have designed buildings of your own, but this shouldn't really be the focus of your portfolio. Obviously, bringing architecture to show us in an architecture school, it's less likely to be as good as the students' work we see around us. So I'd advise you to bring other things, paintings, drawings, other media, and as wide a range of media as you can. So that and the reasons for applying to Queen's over anything else lead me to the last question: should I apply at all? And the answer is that although it seems very difficult to get into Cambridge, I would urge you to apply. Certainly if you don't apply, you won't get in. But we welcome people from all backgrounds, and we look forward to seeing you at interview and seeing your portfolio, and hopefully seeing you here in Queens studying architecture in the beautiful surroundings of Cambridge, one of the most beautiful places to study architecture in the world.